Alright, so welcome back to some more Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game. We're just going to jump into this. This is some more Does Your Track Suck? I think we're going to do 3 suggestions. I kind of got rid of the random track. I think it's more fun and interesting to check out your tracks. Plus, there's been tons of suggestions lately. So let's just jump into this, starting with the first track. Okay, so here we have the first track we are going to try out today. This is called Can You Triple, suggested by Tyler. Now, we did run a couple practice laps here just to kind of see what it's about. Plus, it's the first time I played the game in quite a while. I felt like I needed the practice. Now here, this is the best section on the track, I think. So you double, and then you triple out. I think that's the best part about the track. The track's not overly bad. I just feel like it's very generic. Now this section's hard. I just can't get over that. I mean, maybe it's a different bike setup, but I think that's the pre-made triple. So it's super flat, you know what I mean? It's like, it's really flat and you don't get the lift off of it. I just feel like the pre-made triples in this game suck. I don't think they're very good. I think you're better off just making your own triple. I just don't see any reason to use the pre-made one unless you're like trying to do something really weird and turning it backwards or adding it to something else to be part of something else, I guess. I don't like them. I think you would have been better off putting, what is it, the 10-foot jump there? Putting the 10-foot jump there and kind of doing whatever. So, I don't know. Now, I don't know if you can triple in. It feels like you should be able to. Now we're not even getting the double triple, but I think the double, I think he meant for you to double and then triple out. And it's kind of weird because the name of the track would imply that it has a bunch of triples. I'm not even going to attempt because it doesn't work. I can't get over it. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible. It doesn't work for me. I should be more clear about that. It doesn't work for me to get over that triple. It just feels kind of weird. Now, he's got these big back-to-back whoops, which we always like seeing. It's kind of I guess it's become kind of a main thing. Now, I believe in his comment on the video, he did say that this was one of his worst tracks. Like, he's gotten better, so we might have to check out some of his other ones. This is the only one that he suggested, though. Like, he didn't leave me a choice, a variety of tracks to choose from. So we're just gonna try and double and then triple. That works so good. By far, again, I'm gonna mention it again, that is the best part about the track. That is like the best section. Has good flow. The overall track has the more realistic feel to it. Realistic lap times. It's not a bad track, but I had a few people saying that, hey bro, if the track sucks, just say it. Well, I don't feel like I'm not saying it sucks, and if I'm not straight up saying a track sucks, because I have said that a few times, it's because I don't think it necessarily sucks. I just don't think it's the best track. Like, I don't think there's anything terribly, horribly wrong with this track. I don't think it's the worst track in the world. I just feel like it's really bland. There's nothing really difficult to do except for that really flat triple. The name doesn't really reflect what the track is. I mean, I kept thinking that this was probably going to be some crazy triples everywhere, insane, you know, just triples. Huge triples, big triples, small triples, everything. And it's not really like that. It doesn't really have that. There's only a couple or a few triples anyways, and one of them's this one, which is like super hard to get, and I probably never will, and it's probably because I'm not good enough, so I'm not going to criticize it. It's just something that I don't like to see. And is it because I can't get over it? Not necessarily. Everybody just assumes, oh, he just doesn't like stuff he can't do. Bro, if you've seen a lot of these, there's a lot of tracks that we've done with sections that I was unable to do, but love the track and gave it a super low star rating. So it's not just because I can't do it. It's because I think the pre-made triples are trash. I think they're terrible. I think you're just better off building your own there. Even if you want to make it difficult. People have built their own triples in the game and made them extremely difficult to do. Sean made a really tough triple-double section in one of the... I'm trying to triple this. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you could triple in and double out, but most likely we're not going to get it because we're not good enough. But anyways, Sean made a insane triple-double section that was really, really difficult for me to get, and I loved his track. So just because I can't do it doesn't mean I won't like it. I don't like the pre-made triples, so... Does this track suck? I don't think it sucks. I think it's not the greatest track. I think it's painfully average, or below average. No, I think it's painfully below average. It's not. It has that one section where you jump onto the over/under, and then there's the double, the triple. That's the best part about the track. Got to throw those whips. People are complaining we don't see whips enough, and then. I don't know, there's just nothing difficult. It doesn't feel like it was really thought out that well, and just kind of a meh track. I already kind of know what we're gonna... And I keep over jumping this. This was super easy. Like I said, I rode a few laps here earlier, and it was really easy to get. Now, of course, when we're doing the actual video, we can't get it. And it bothers me I can't get this. I mean, I can't get it. I just straight up can't get that, but whatever. So, let's finish up this lap, slap on our star rating. We can actually jump through these two. This first section of big whoops is kind of awkward because you don't really get on top of them ever. This section's not as bad. This section's actually kind of difficult because it's easy to overshoot this corner and then and hit that over-under there. Alright, finishing up this lap. Throw the whip. Perfect landing, and let's give it the star rating. So we're going to give this track 2.5 stars. I'm sure there's quite a few people that would give it more, but I don't think the layout was that bad. I don't think it had anything that felt terrible as far as having a good flow through the track. It was just really easy, very generic, and it didn't really reflect the name, you know? Can You Triple makes me think tons of triples, tons of crazy stuff, whatever. It didn't really have that. It had some triples, but it didn't. I don't know what the name should be, but I don't feel like it should be called Can You Triple. So not a bad job, but 2.5 stars. Might have to check out some other tracks from him. So there you go. Let's jump into the next track and see how that one is. Okay, so here we have the second track we're going to take a look at today called Cool, suggested by Fullerton Racing, I believe. Now, I did run some practice laps here too, and initially the track, like when I first got into it, I was thinking, oh, you know, I'm really not going to like this track. It's just, it looks really bland, and I'm going to complain about the space. I usually don't do that anymore, but he's got this itty-bitty little weenie track here in this huge stadium, and I don't think you have to utilize all the space, but you know, that just seemed a bit much. I love this section. That is so sick. There's a couple ways you can go through it, but it's deceiving. The track is so much better than I thought it was. It's just so much better. It has some line choice. It has some difficult sections. This is insane because you actually clip that a little bit. And then this is a finish line triple, but I don't think I'm going to be able to triple it. I ran quite a few laps here and was never able to. Also, I think he did just right by having the small whoops. Most of the places where he put them, it wouldn't have really worked to have the big whoops anyways because it's such a short run that it just didn't make sense. This triple is awesome. It feels so good. It kicks you so high, and then you have this little itty-bitty landing. Works really good. So so we're going to just jump over the over-under. Ah, too much. It's super hard to do that because it's easy to over-jump it, but there is line choice there. Some more small whoops. I guess the part of the track that I dislike the most is this because it does feel like it's the pre-made triple just kind of stuck in there. And I don't feel like it's something I'm ever going to be able to get. It just doesn't feel like it's going to work. This section kind of feels like it could work if you got a really good run out of the corner. It feels like you could triple that, but I've gotten what I thought, for me at least, was a couple really good runs and never really even got that close to it, so I really don't know. You'll have to let me know how you're doing it because I don't feel like I can. Look at that. Perfect. Sometimes you just hit it perfect. Sometimes you can overjump it, but for the most part, really like this section too. I really like this section. I love the choice of being able to do that. I'm not 100% sure what's faster. I also think some players could possibly jump to the far landing. And I'm guessing that this is probably possible. I doubt that he would have put that in there if you can't. It just feels really awkward for me. It doesn't feel like I'm ever going to get it. Same with this. I just don't feel like... I'm leaning back too much, my bad. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I'm leaning back way too much. But I just don't feel like I'm ever going to get that triple. It doesn't feel like it's going to work. But I wouldn't add a star or subtract a star because of that. I feel like it still fits into the track really well. I feel like the track has a really good layout. I mean, this track and the last track we looked at they kind of feel similar, you know what I mean? As far as looking at them, they feel somewhat similar. I'm just going to take it real easy. There you go. I don't know if you can actually clear that doing it, but you do have that option. So maybe you could dive inside really hard if you're racing your buddy or something and go for that different line. And you guys know how much I talk about line choice. I love seeing line choice. So initially I thought this track was going to suck bad, and I was going to be like, yep, this is not good. It's just not good, but it's deceiving. And I think a lot of people might see it when they're clicking on tracks and just click off. It's just, the name doesn't have anything special. It's a very just uninteresting name, and the preview picture doesn't make it look amazing. It's just this little tiny track in this big stadium, but it is much better. And so I'm not even going to complain about the extra space. I was initially going to complain about the extra space. Oh, we didn't get the run we needed. I was initially going to complain about the extra space, but after seeing it, it's okay. And I think a lot of people, it's just easier to start with the big stadium. You have all this room to work with and then see what happens and see how your track manifests. You know, I think that's how a lot of people do it. Oh, no, we didn't get the run. You kind of have to land in that corner sideways. So you basically have to over jump it to try and get this triple, I think. I haven't done it yet. I've gotten kind of close, but I haven't actually done it yet. Oh, man, this is kind of tricky too. What the heck? Oh, I was trying to, oh, look at that whip. That was a whip animation. That was a whip. That was a whip. He got hit with a shock drone. He got hit with a shock drone because he just stopped. Man, that thing is inconsistent. It's like sometimes, I don't know, it's weird. You take off at different places, actually, and I think that's depending on how far you're leaning back, or I think there's a bunch of stuff that factors into that. Oh, little scrub. Ooh, it was too small to scrub. It was too little to scrub. So 46 seconds. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people could drop low 40s on this. Wow, we're over jumping that too much. Man, that was a bad lap. Bad lap. I mean, maybe you could roll this too if you were going to take like the inside. I mean, it doesn't really work because of the way the jumping over that over-under works. It just doesn't really work to take the inside there. There we go. Oh yeah, gotta throw some whips. People are saying they need more whips. They need it. Should I whip on every single jump? I'm gonna whip on these little whoops, man. I'm gonna whip on these little baby whoops. Oh, look at that little scrub. Oh, that was sick. Ooh, gotta get this last lap of style. Is there any more little whoops? No, I don't think there is. Oh, yeah, there is. Here we go. We're going to whip off. No, never mind. No, there's not. Look at that. Oh, man, we are whipping machines. Whipping machines. Can we whip this too? Oh, yeah. Look at that. Whipping machines. That was beautiful. So the track is really good, actually. I'm going to give this 1 star. It's a solid track. It doesn't really have anything that sucky about it. The only thing I would complain about, the 2 things, is the preset triple feels kind of awkward. It just doesn't really feel like I'm going to be able to get it, but it could work, so I wouldn't take that against or put that against you. And the stadium is huge. I mean, you could probably put this in the small indoor diamond stadium, I would be guessing, but you know, it's I wouldn't take that away. That's not why it gets 1 star. It just gets 1 star because a lot of it, I think, there's nothing super amazing about it, or there's not amazing. There's not something new that I've never seen. But it is a lot more difficult than I initially thought it was going to be. It has some line choice. It has a really good layout. So solid job, man. Seriously, solid job. 1 star. Let's jump into the last track and see how good that one is. Okay, so here we have the 3rd and final track of the day called Pros Only, suggested by Spencer, I believe. Spencer. So I was riding a little bit on it earlier, and the track is insane. It's awesome. It's a great job. It's fantastic. It's a very difficult track. Like, it's just straight up difficult, but it is fun. It is really, really fun. Oh, wow, we got a different timing through that time. There's many, many ways to go about this track, and we're still suffering. I think I really need to find a bike setup or just change bikes or something, because I am really struggling on this. I'm just barely getting over stuff. Oh, we got through it, but just barely, you know? I'm really struggling here. I think these were the big whoops. Yes. The track is amazing. Like, if you're really good at the game and want a challenge, seriously try this out. It's difficult. It's so difficult. Jeez. Yeah, you need to jump to that one and then this one and then off. Okay. Try to take it easy there. We messed this up already. But you can kind of fix yourself. Kind of. So look at how many ways there are through it. So much line choice for real. Now we mess this up. And maybe you could triple out. So, I mean, I'm not hitting the big fast lines because I'm just not good enough, but I think, okay, I think he wants you to tire tap that, yeah? Tire tap that. Okay. We got it. I did run a little bit of practice here, but I think it was only 1 lap, so still struggling to learn the track. See, I think that's a triple, but I just don't feel there's any way I'm ever going to be able to do it, you know what I mean? With my skill level, no. that's a lap. This track is insane. I'm sorry if I can't do it justice. It's just I'm not good enough. Hey, it says pros only, you know what I mean? So if I wasn't doing the video, I'd stay away from it, right? Because I'm not a pro. But he suggested it, knowing that I'm an amateur player, and it's great. He did a fantastic job with it. Look at that. That was a different timing. Much faster. I can't quite get that, you know what I mean? I just can't quite get that. And then I can't do this section, really. It's insane. This is insane. Uh-oh. Well, we got this last time, kind of, so I don't feel as bad butchering it this time. And these were the whoops. Okay, so it's not the end of the world if you come up short on that. Oh, too much. You were supposed to step onto that. My bad. And then I ruined this. See, if you get out of rhythm on one section, it kind of carries over. This is the little boy line. What I was just taking there was the little boy line, not the big boy. Oh, we got it. Did we get that last time? I don't think so. Tell me that that is not sick. That is sick. Dude, seriously, the rhythm sections you have in this are insane. They are so good. Except for this one. I'm just kidding. Seriously, I'm sure that's a triple quad. I'm like 100% sure. I'm 100% sure that's a triple quad. And it's done really well. It's done to where you have to work your butt off to get it. You know what I mean? It's not something that everybody's going to be able to get, or you're going to be able to get every lap if you mess it up. And I love that about tracks. I love the difficulty. Insane, man. Oh no, we messed it up. Come on, we were trying to take a different line. What? Well, I mean, we did ultimately take one, but not what I wanted. Oh, came up a bit short. I'm like always coming up short on that. Now we're not gonna get this. We'll see. We might do one more lap. This track is insane. Big whoops work absolutely perfect, especially when you get that double. Ah, we messed it up somehow. What? And now I'm not gonna get this either. Come on. Well, I guess you could do that too. So tons of different lines, man. And I don't think we ever got this section. Sorry, I'm not good enough for it, man. I'm not good enough for this. This is for the people that are still looking for a challenge. Well, here you go. This is a challenging track, a great challenging track. Oh man, we didn't get it this time. That is difficult too. It's really easy to just not hit that tire tap right. Oh, that was a subtle little thing there. You can actually double over it. I really wish I could get that for you, but I don't think I can. So, I mean, I don't even know what to pinpoint as the highlights of this. The difficulty, the layout, the flow, the originality. It does have originality. I just feel like some of these sections are somewhat original, you know? I haven't seen this, and no, I haven't done all the tracks, but great. Absolutely great. Let's try and take something different. Holy moly. Did you see that? We actually shredded that section. A little over jump. Now we're jumping through the whoops. I'm in tryhard mode, man. Oh no, we ruined it by overjumping. We had it. Come on. Gotta throw the whip. Oh no! Oh no! No! Whoa, whoa. Dang, dude. At least we got that section once. That's tough. I'm in tryhard mode for this last lap. I'm like, see, you can actually double that. You do want to hit that. A little tiny thing, but he thought about it. I can't get it. I can't get it. I'm sorry. I can't. Dude, it's tough. It's really tough. You are a fantastic track creator because you made a track that's fun, but super tough. So if you are a pro and you're looking for a challenge, check this track out. It is fire. Pros Only 400 by Spencer. Thanks for the suggestion, dude. I was finding fire tracks as well as finding really sucky tracks. It's kind of like fun to do both, I guess. I enjoy doing both, but great suggestion, great track. I highly recommend checking this track out. Again, it's so close to me to being a perfect track. It's like, I feel like when I get to that perfect track, I'm going to be just jaw drop. I'm not even going to know what to say, you know what I mean? So I can't bring myself to give it a perfect star rating yet. I just can't. But I mean, honestly, dude, this is about as close to perfect as you could make a track. Totally honest. This is top 3 tracks, top 5 tracks for sure that I've ever played in the game. This is fantastic. Great job. Tiny little bit on the star rating, just a tiny bit. But honestly, dude, to a lot of people, this could easily be a perfect track. So really solid. Highly recommend checking it out. Thanks for the suggestion. And thank you all for the support on the channel lately and on this series. Remember, if you want to see it continue, make sure to leave a like and let me know in the comments and we'll keep going with it. But you guys and girls are absolutely amazing as always. And until the next video, take it easy.